The Italian Mafia is known for its power, influence, and, most importantly, its wealth. With a staggering $55 billion cocaine empire, a $3 million hidden bunker, and even million-dollar funerals, their spending habits are as extravagant as they are shocking. But their lifestyle is not just about money. It's a mix of violence, tradition, and luxury. In this video, we'll look closely at how the Italian Mafia spends its billions, exploring their history, and revealing the secrets behind their lavish way of life. Get ready to step into a world where crime and luxury go together. Chapter 1: The Birth of the Mafia. The Mafia story began in the 19th century when Italy was chaotic, particularly in Sicily, where lawlessness prevailed. Initially, Mafia meant protector, not a crime syndicate. After Italy unified in 1861, landowners hired muscle to protect their property from bandits, leading to the formation of the first Mafia clans. Their real money came from pizzo, or protection rackets, where businesses paid them to avoid threats. This practice became central to their economy, involving landowners, politicians, and even the Catholic Church. The Mafia even collaborated with the government for maintaining order, though this rarely ended well. By the 1920s, the Mafia had a strong grip on Sicily, controlling various businesses, including smuggling and agricultural exports like lemons. However, Mussolini attempted to eliminate the Mafia by appointing Cesare Mori to crack down on them. Though many were imprisoned, the Mafia proved resilient and re-emerged after World War II, regaining their influence with help from the American Mafia. Chapter 4: Expansion across Italy. Sicily was just the start. Over the years, a money-making system spread throughout Italy, leading to the rise of powerful mafia groups. This movement began in Sicily but quickly moved to other parts of southern Italy, resulting in three major organizations that control about 85% of organized crime in the country, including the oldest group, Cosa Nostra. Cosa Nostra, based in Sicily since the 19th century, started as a kind of local security mixed with blackmail. They are involved in drug trafficking, corruption, and racketeering, with operations spreading across Europe and the US. At their peak, they earned over $2 billion a year, but their influence has declined due to tourism and police crackdowns. The Camorra from Naples operates more chaotically, with small gangs doing their own thing under a loose structure. Each group focuses on different illegal activities and makes around $3.3 billion a year, but they are smaller compared to the 'Ndrangheta. The 'Ndrangheta, which started in Calabria, has expanded to over 40 countries and controls 80% of Europe's cocaine market. Their earnings peaked at $55 billion in 2008 but have since dropped to around $3 billion. This group is unique because it is family-based. Members must be relatives or married into the family, which helps keep them secure. While Cosa Nostra represents mafia traditions, the Italian Mafia is also known for strange rituals and practices, like pricking fingers and the famous Code of Silence, which have shaped their structure for many years. Cosa Nostra, meaning our thing, is the model for all mafia groups. A well-known tradition is the initiation ceremony, where new members prick their fingers, smear blood on a saint's picture, and burn it while promising loyalty. It's like a religious ceremony but much riskier. At the center of Cosa Nostra's culture is the Code of Silence, or omertà. If you break this code, the consequences are severe. Think disappearing instead of just losing friends online. In contrast, the Camorra shows off its wealth, often seen driving flashy cars and wearing gold chains. But in Naples, if you flaunt your riches, you better be prepared for trouble. Camorra's initiation isn't as bloody as Cosa Nostra's, but loyalty is taken very seriously, and violence is not uncommon. The 'Ndrangheta is different because it operates as one big family, and you have to be born into it. Their initiation rites are similar to those of Cosa Nostra, emphasizing family honor. Their secretive nature makes it hard for the police to infiltrate them, as betraying family is unthinkable. Tradition and loyalty are very important to these groups. especially when there's a lot of money at stake. The Mafia doesn't just operate in dark alleys. They've expanded into modern crime, like financial fraud and extortion, which is like a protection racket for businesses, pay up or face serious trouble. Cosa Nostra has made a name for itself by charging businesses the pits for protection. Meanwhile, the 'Ndrangheta has become Europe's top cocaine dealer, controlling about 80% of the cocaine entering the continent. Their operations stretch around the world, including countries like Germany, Canada, and Australia, bringing in billions every year and solidifying their place in organized crime. Chapter 3: The shift to white-collar crime. In recent years, the Mafia has changed its focus to white-collar crime, like tax fraud, money laundering, and corporate scams. Instead of getting their hands dirty, they swindle governments with fake invoices. For instance, the 'Ndrangheta takes over real businesses, runs them down, and claims false tax credits, even involving companies like UPS and Lidl. This kind of crime needs strong ties with the government. Originally, the Mafia was against the government, but now they have important people in key positions, allowing them to operate with little fear of getting caught. Need a permit or a favor? Just make a call. Italian political parties have been accused of getting support from the Mafia in exchange for protection. Silvio Berlusconi, a former prime minister, has been linked to the Mafia, especially Cosa Nostra, through his friend Marcello Dell'Utri. Dell'Utri was convicted of being a go-between for Berlusconi and Cosa Nostra, helping create a deal where Berlusconi allegedly paid large amounts of money to the Mafia for protection and help with business deals. However, not all politicians, judges, and police chiefs are under the Mafia's thumb. Who can forget the Maxi trial? Chapter 4: Battles against the Mafia. In the late 1980s, one of the biggest anti-Mafia trials in history convicted hundreds of mobsters. More recently, the arrest of Matteo Messina Denaro, a top boss in Cosa Nostra, was a big win for law enforcement. However, the most notorious Mafia crime was the assassination of Judge Giovanni Falcone in 1992. Falcone became a national hero for his fight against the Mafia. His death, along with that of his wife and 3 police officers, sparked public anger and led to stronger laws against the Mafia. Despite this, the Mafia lives in luxury. Members of the 'Ndrangheta and Camorra show off their wealth with fancy cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, which symbolize their power and help them escape the police. Many mafiosos drive Alfa Romeos because they are discreet. Chapter 5: Living in luxury. Mafia bosses live in huge mansions with pools, gyms, and hidden bunkers. For example, Michele Zagaria had a secret luxury bunker worth $3 million hidden beneath his villa. Pietro Puglisi lived in a villa decorated with fine art and secret rooms, while Raffaele Cutolo's villa in Ottaviano had chandeliers and hidden passageways. Their parties are extravagant, often like red carpet events. Funerals can also be over the top, such as Vittorio Casamonica's, which cost nearly $1 million and featured a gilded carriage and helicopters dropping rose petals. Most mafiosos also invest in real estate and construction, laundering their money through legal businesses to keep their wealth. The Italian Mafia's spending habits mix a celebrity lifestyle with criminal flair, driven by the desire for power and respect. After all, if you're going to be in the Mafia, why not live like royalty while you're at it? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more fascinating stories. What are your thoughts on the Mafia's lifestyle? Let us know in the comments. See you next time.